Hey guys, Kitty Sapphire here. How is everybody doing on this Thursday? That means one more day before Friday, the end of the work week. Oh my goodness, I'm just so excited even though it's raining outside, but still I feel really good about this and I'm just really happy. So how are you guys doing today? And welcome to my art update. So I'm going to be going through a couple of things regarding my artwork and what's going on with my art pages and Facebook and Patreon and stuff like that. So it's just a lot to get through here. First of all, I want to say thank you guys so much, not only for supporting my live streams on here and my art updates and stuff like that, but also I want to thank you all that participated in the polls that I had up on my Facebook page, on my Twitter, and my Patreon page. Apparently, a couple of people were asking me a few questions regarding, well, not a few questions. It was more of, I felt really bad that every so often I keep missing art updates. Every Thursday something would happen, or something family oriented or something personal would happen, and I always would miss it, or I get really tired. Hi Vanessa, how are you? And yes, you are a top commenter today, so congratulations. Round of applause for that. Anyway, so in light of all those missing days of art update, I decided that I wanted to do a art update week. Yes, I did just start. So you're in good shape. You didn't miss anything. You're good. But yeah, I wanted to start an art update week because of all those days that I missed. So I did a poll on Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook. And apparently you guys all agreed that it's a brilliant idea. And during this week I would do live streams of me doing a lot of artwork, digital art, traditional art. I would actually go into maybe a instruction video of how I make some of my merch. I would show off maybe a slideshow of several of my art that I did in the past, and more like a progression time frame of when I started all the way up to where I am now. Stuff like that, a Q&A, all different types of ideas that I had. Even it seems like you guys really like my time lapses of when I color. Me personally, I like those too. Those are my personal favorites thus far. I like picking out the music and putting the videos together. So I will have to say that thank you so much for all of your support and giving me an idea of what you guys want to see from me more so when I do all these live streams. So yeah, round of applause for that. I am so happy and so excited. So I got to figure out which week. I don't know if it's going to be next week, because I will tell you the reason why next week might not be a good idea later on in the live stream. But moving on, also in light of this idea, due to other complications, I need to start opening commissions. So guess what? Commissions are open again. Yes, I decided to open commissions. I'll probably put my huge menu on my Facebook page, my Patreon, my Twitter, and my Instagram page, so you guys can check out of what you guys want to do if you guys want to request some cool artwork from me. It's just that, I need to start making funds for next year so I can start seeing you guys, so I can travel more and go to conventions and, possibly save up for a new car in light of that. So I don't have, one less thing to worry about. But I really would like your guys' support and your help. So, and give you some awesome artwork. So commissions are officially open. That's right. You heard it from me. Commissions are open. So, you guys check those out on all those different places. I'll put the link at the bottom of the video so you guys can check that out. Also, oh dear, I am so sorry. My phone decided to go off. My apologies. Also, yes, it is official that my Kickstarter is over. It's officially finished. It's officially done. I first off, it was a very interesting first run. Unfortunately, it didn't do so well, so I won't be able to do all those merch that I promised beforehand. But don't worry, all those who did support my Kickstarter will be refunded automatically, as you know, since it's official that the Kickstarter ended. It made me a little sad because I was really looking forward to that. But like I said, don't worry. Unfortunately, I might not be able to make the collection now, but I will be able to put together some other stuff in the near future that you guys might enjoy a lot more than the Dancing Evolutions. It seems that those who do like the stickers will be available on my Patreon page in Kitty Sapphire's box and Kitty Sapphire's kit. So if you guys want to give it a try, if you guys want to actually get those particular items that you saw on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page, I did show a little small video of me with the stickers and the different updates that I put together for it. And you guys can go on Patreon and donate a small amount to get those particular items of your choice through those two tiers. So it's not a lost cause to get the illuminated or the holographic stickers that I promised. And then later on I will put out different merch. Like I still want to do the keychains. I would love to do the keychains, and then other stuff will be added as well. But of course, you would have to visit my Patreon page in order to get access to it. So there is still hope. So please, please, I understand. Thank you so much still for supporting, regardless, even though the odds were really, really high. So yeah. In other news, Patreon. I'm putting out a new thank you for it. Oh, it's okay, Vanessa. Unfortunately, it happens. It is saddened. I did, get really, I was saddened about it earlier. But the thing is, with art, it's like trial and error. So you have to try certain things, and if certain things work out, great. Keep going with that. But if some things are like, not so great, then you have to put it on the wayside and such. There, like I said, I can kid you not, there are some prints and some merch that didn't necessarily do very well, and I have to figure out other means to use them. And that tells me that doing stuff like League of Legends or small video games like ARMS doesn't necessarily catch a lot of people. So it happens. It happens. So going back to what I was saying about Patreon, I'm planning, for all those who are patrons, I'm planning to do an actual digital thank you for you guys. I feel that even though I do personable digital thank yous, I feel like it's subpar. It's not really me as an individual. I like to draw, and that seems to be the core heart of my being. It's like I love creating different stuff for you guys. So to go with that, I really want to show my gratitude for you guys participating in my Patreon and helping my Patreon grow, and I can make some really awesome stuff with all the support, and I can get further in to achieving my goal of making my manga, because I have to pay a pen and an editor to do their stuff and all this other stuff, and the merch and supplies that I have to get in order for me to make some really awesome merch for you guys. So yes, I'm going to do an official digital thank you. So that's one little extra overhaul for my Patreon page. Also, I hope all of you are happy. I want to say thank you who participated in the little July sale of my July Patreon sale. You guys, for all those who don't know, I did a little small sale between June 28th and the 5th of July. And whoever decided to become a new Patreon member, they got these cute little, let's see if I have it. They got these cute stickers of my personal design of a Fakemon called Smorion, the S'more Pokemon. I know now it fits even more so with the sun and moon. Sorry, not sun and moon. Sword and Shield new Pokemon, Alcremie. But yes, I did this Smorion sticker for them, and they seem to really like it. Some of them were actually shocked how fast they got it, and I was actually thinking in the future I'm going to do something like a little small thing like a mini print for those who decide to participate in Patreon, or sticker. More likely stickers, because I feel I can get those done a little bit more quickly. But yes, I will be making like stickers, and I will like do Patreon first coming, first come, first new patrons, and they get these exclusive stickers. And each time I do it, it you know it will be something entirely different. It would be something, that is a limited amount. Like still have one more. I think I still have one more left. But yeah, I won't be creating, I will be creating something different maybe each month or each week or something like that. So we'll see for next month if I'll do it again. It seems like you guys really like that. So, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that you like my stickers. It means so much, because I do actually, one of the few things that I do like, I like making chibi mini prints, and I do like stickers. I really want to go into keychains and buttons, but I also want to do like gamer mats, like those really like die-hard video gamers that play mostly in the computer and stuff like that. I would like to make mats for them, or a mouse mat or something like that, for you guys to come up with some really old, really cool art, or cases for your phones, because hey, everybody's trying to avoid from basically smashing up their phones and such, and I can make some really cool stuff with that as well. So yeah. Really looking forward to making those pieces of merch for you guys very, very soon after this commission that I'm doing now. But next up is tomorrow. Tomorrow I am really, really thinking hard of doing this live stream of this recent picture I did of Alcremie. Yes, I Jijinka'd Alcremie when I first saw it. I just fell in love with it. It was so cute and adorable, and I decided to make a picture of it, of an Jijinka in an anthropomorphic form, her in an anthropomorphic form, and I needed for a new phone case soon. Okay, we'll see how that comes out. But yes, I made an anthropomorphic version of Alcremie, and it seems like a lot of people really, really liked it. If you guys want to know what that is, you guys can, of course, visit on my Patreon page. It's one of the few popular pictures that I have for the new Sword and Shield. And everybody's been asking whether or not if I'm going to color it. I don't know if I'm going to do it traditional or digital, but if I do digital, I'm going to do it on Twitch tomorrow for my live stream. So it's going to be, relatively, I don't know if it's going to be short. It might be short, it might be long, I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. But I'm excited for that as well. So, keep in touch for that one. And also next week is ValleyCon. ValleyCon! I can't believe it. ValleyCon. Like, you have New York Con. No, sorry. CanadaCon is this week. I think Anime Expo was last week. So for ValleyCon, I will be doing the convention. However, because of a personal situation, I will only be able to do it for one day. So I will only be able to do it on Sunday for you guys. So if you guys want to come out, you guys want to say hello, you guys want to see what's going on, you're welcome to come by in the tri-state area. So you guys have that as an option. So there's just like tons of more stuff. Also a little tidbit. I know a lot of people, what is it? Some people that I know were asking me, how do I necessarily make stuff or be creative enough to take something and turn it into something else? Well, it's a little bit, I won't say it's as challenging. For some, it's challenging. They have to actually sit on it. Others takes a little bit of time. For me, I can give you like a one little quick story. I literally got an idea from a nightmare that I had. I know that's pretty outlandish, isn't it? That I basically turned something that is warranted into something that's not warranted into something more positive. I would encourage that on any level. If you guys are going through a tough time, if you guys are going through, yeah, any type of tough time that you guys are going through, art is a way to actually convert that negative energy and turning it into something positive. For me, I had a nightmare not this past week, the following night. I had a little bit of a hard time sleeping, and I couldn't necessarily go back to sleep. I kept waking up like within 2-hour intervals. So, and I can tell you where I got it from. I was playing D&D, unfortunately. And also, I was watching Stranger Things. There's sometimes certain things that are caught off guard. I'm not into horror, but Stranger Things is more like, I consider it science fiction more than horror than anything like that, but I digress. Yes, true. But unfortunately, I had a very uncomfortable night. And what I did was I actually sat on the idea. I sat on the idea of, where that came from, and then I took one of the parts into something that I'm really accustomed to, like D&D. Every Sunday I go with my boyfriend to D&D, and usually the biggest thing that I love to do is make characters, build characters, which take a lot of time if you're a newbie to it, or if you really want something specific. But I digress. So since I knew D&D, I was like thinking about it and what type of characters I can make from it. And basically, I took something that was familiar, that I was comfortable, that I had fun with it, and I kind of converted into something more positive. Now I have a brand new character that I kind of redesigned from another campaign that I did, and sort of had the same type of feeling that I had when I was in that nightmare space. And actually, I love the character now. It's a fighter. It's a fighter. It's a fighter character. I still haven't figured out what the race is, but her story is basically, in a nutshell, she suffers from PD. She is a fighter who is looking to prove herself worthy. Unfortunately, she's a failed fighter slash guardian, and she suffers from PTSD. Also, the fact that she's a very unusual size. I made her for some reason. I was thinking of Gamagori for some reason. I love Kill la Kill, and I love Gamagori. So, for some reason, I wanted her that size. So, like, I don't know, 7 to 8 feet tall. But anyway, she suffers from PTSD, similar to if you, for all intents and purposes, I guess a slight spoiler. One of the characters, I'll just say this, one of the characters from Stranger Things does suffer from PTSD. And I made the D&D character to also suffer this condition, that she suffers from sort of survivor's remorse. She unfortunately lost her party. She was the only one who survived in that fight. And now she's trying to prove herself by joining another party to kind of overcome that PTSD, that she is a good warrior, that she can protect people around her. She can be, she can, how could I say it? Build up her worth, or she is a decent fighter. She is a good fighter, and she can protect people around her. And that's like her small arc over it. So basically, that's technically what I did after that little incident. I know it's like, well, you're a certain, you shouldn't be having those nightmares. You get nightmares. I don't care what anybody says. In life, everything can be potentially be nightmare fuel if you know how to look at it in that sense. But I'm not going to let it bother me. I decided to convert it into something positive. So, yeah. So, so that was like pretty much of a very weird story, but it's something that I would have to say that everybody can do if you are in a very tight spot. Try to convert something positive into something negative into something positive. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So there's a lot going on here. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this little small video of art updates. And again, thank you so much for coming out. And I hope you guys subscribe and like and click on all the other websites for any, so you guys can support me. I really would like to continue doing this. I would like to continue bringing you guys some really cool content. And on top of that, being that, Stephen King trick. You took a nightmare and made it good. You did a Stephen King trick. Ha 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 ha. Actually, you know what? I give Stephen King his props. I like some of his stories. I'm not a big fan. I know there's somebody else in my family that's a huge Stephen King fan. They love Stephen King. But me personally, I think he's a really good, cool dude and a really extremely talented writer. He's an extremely talented writer. So I give him props there. So yeah, so thank you guys for coming out. And if you guys are interested in seeing any of my other artwork or, support me on Patreon, I'll have the links at the bottom. And if you guys have any more questions, put them at the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. All right. I'll see you guys later and possibly see you tomorrow for the live stream on Twitch. All right. Bye.